Man, what's up, everybody? This is Life,
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Swallow.
and this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing.
Man, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing podcast. Right now, we're going to go into what we call Product of the Week. So we just actually got a new product going on. It's this shirt right here.
Right
Also
here
right
for
here.
you guys to see.
It's the Don't Quit shirt because we believe no matter what you're doing in life, no matter what obstacles that come in your way, no matter how many times you fall, you got to make sure that you don't quit. So that's the new shirt that we did. Me and him hand pressed them.
we hand pressed these,
hand-pressed
guys.
these
Put in
ourselves.
work for these.
You know, we're trying to make sure we have the quality control so we can give the best to you guys. So you guys can go to www.theomgbrand.com, click on clothing, and just do the damn thing.
Just do it.
Yes, sir. So, Suelo, what we got going on, man? What's the
All
topic of the
right,
day?
guys. So thank you for tapping back in with us. We're on episode 57.
Yes, sir.
Today's question is, if you could teach the entire world just one concept, what would it be? You want to go or I go?
You.
Okay, I'll go. All right. So if I could teach the world one concept, well, there's a few things I would like to teach, right? So in the past, I've talked about the golden rule, right? But
Yeah.
I don't want to touch on that one anymore because I've talked about it so many
Yeah,
times.
got you.
But that's like the number one thing is treat others the way that you want to be treated. Plain and simple, the world would be okay. But speaking of, so one thing that I would teach, or one concept that I would teach the entire world would be that you're always going to be okay. So now let me elaborate on what I mean by this. A lot of our worries, a lot of our depression and feeling sad or just not feeling at peace, not feeling happy, so to speak, anxious, worried, depressed, sad, angry. All of those things come from not being here, not being now, right? So you get anxious because you think about the future and what could happen, what could go wrong, etc., and that makes you anxious, right? So that means what? You're not in the present. Your mind is out in the future, trying to project into the future, right?
Got it.
And then
Yeah.
you could also
Scare
be
yourself.
exactly right. So you kind of do it to yourself. So you could also be sad and depressed because you keep reminiscing and living in the past. You keep bringing up things that you messed up in the past, what could have been, what you should have
What
done.
you think you could have changed?
Exactly, right? And you're not here right now. But if you actually stop to breathe, right? Stop
Yeah.
to meditate and just be present, you'll realize that you're okay. Even if you don't have the most money in the world, you don't have the best job, your car don't run that well, whatever it may be, you're going to be okay. You have that car. It doesn't run the best, even if it breaks down on the side of the road. As long as you got your cell phone, you got somebody you can call, you got a little bit of money in your pocket, you're okay.
Yeah, that kind of touches back on what you have said in several episodes where it's like, always give thanks when you wake up. And what's the other word I'm thinking of?
I'm not sure. I know I talk about gratitude a lot.
That's what I'm talking about, gratitude.
Yeah, gratitude.
So gratitude, where you wake up and make sure you show gratitude to things that you have.
Exactly.
And like a lot of people, they reminisce on what they don't have first, and it's
Yeah.
like they like miss what they have. I'm
Exactly.
like, you're not dying. You got a house over your head, or roof over your head, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You could be in a worse position. You still have friends and family that you can lean on. You just got to realize that they're there.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people don't even realize they have friends that they can lean on because they never reach out. And
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's what I always talk about. Gratitude helps me stay present. Like I go throughout the whole day stating stuff that I'm grateful for. Whenever I start to think like, oh man, I need to be making more money. Oh man, I need to do this. I need to do that. Like that takes me out of the present. It takes me into the future, into worrying and things like that. Whereas when I stop and I breathe and actually say what I'm grateful for, it brings me to the present. It brings me to the now. It brings me to the shelter that I have over my head. I got the AC blowing. Like my air conditioning bill, my PG&E is like $300, but You know, I still got the AC, and I'm grateful that I can afford to pay for the PG&E or whatever. You know what I mean? I might have less money in my pocket, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the concept that that I'm trying to understand more and more, and try to help people understand. I see it from a very spiritual point of view, whereas God's always taking care of you. God is always going to make sure that you're okay as long as you realize that you're going to be okay.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because God has blessings around you all the time. All the time. It's up to you to open your eyes and to receive those blessings. You know, so that goes hand in hand with what I'm trying to say, is that you're always going to be okay.
And work towards those blessings.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You gotta go towards the blessing instead of going away from it. A lot of people do that as well.
Because God will reward you. He will bless you as long as you're putting in the work for it. If you're going away from it and you're like in a state of like just worry and just depression and just like not thinking good thoughts, you know what I mean? Guess what? You're going to get more of your life. God is like, oh, that's what you like? Well, here you go. I'm going to give you more of it. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're focusing on. You know what I mean? That's what you're going towards. So God says, well, that's what you want. Here you go. Here's more of it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And people need to stop, thinking about a lot of people end up thinking too much about material things.
Oh,
too,
100%.
Like if they lose their, lose something that is precious to them.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a thing.
It's just a physical material.
Like,
That's
there's
it.
no actual like price point.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not worth anything. Your life, your body, this is literally the most valuable thing on the planet.
Exactly.
You know?
Because without this body of yours, things in your life wouldn't even be there.
Right.
You wouldn't even be present.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be,
Exactly, because you can't work for it. You can't do what you got to do to get those things if you don't have the health. So I guess that's also what I'm trying to say is, as long as you got your body, you got your health, you're gonna be okay. Just keep working to whatever it is that you're trying to get to. You're gonna have bumps on the road. It's not always gonna be sunshine and rainbows, but you're going to be okay. And what I always say as well is, as long as you're living your purpose, you're always gonna be okay. You know, I feel like doing this, what we're doing, we're living our purpose, and I wholeheartedly believe that we're gonna be okay. No matter what the outcome is, we're gonna have enough. God is gonna be there, and we're gonna be okay. That's the one concept outside of the golden rule that I would love to first fully understand myself, because I mean, I'm human. We all slip up. I'm not perfect, So I would love to really embrace that. I feel like I'm getting better every day, but I wish the same for others.
Yeah, that's all you can do is try to get better at those things consistently. As long as you're trying to get better at those things, you will get better.
Yeah.
Because that's called experience. You start to learn how to be better when you're trying to be better. When you're not
100%.
trying to be better, you stay in the same spot the whole time. So for me, I kind of got two things I would like to say, but it's more. That one is kind of close to what I would say, which is loving yourself. That's one of the biggest things that I would say, because if you love yourself, you would know that everything is going to be okay. Like if you know that if you look in the mirror every single day and say, man, I'm the shit. Like, it may sound conceited, but you are. And every single person around you is the shit if they believe
Everybody
it.
is. You just got to believe it.
You just got to believe it. You got to know that if you say I'm a king or queen or whatever the case may be, that's what you are. If you feel that you are that, that's what you're going to be. And you got to hang out with other kings and queens to make sure you keep that going. And because you're only as good as the people you hang around. So if you don't want to fly together. So if you don't want to be that type of person that you're being and you want to better your life, be around people that are already bettering their life. And love yourself and say, I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, I'm handsome, I'm smart, I'm this, I'm that, I'm funny, I'm worth what I have.
Yes. One thing I always say to myself. Yes. One thing that I always say to myself is, I'm a child of God. If I come from the Almighty and that lives in me, I'm righteousness. Exactly. I'm royalty. Like,
you're made in His image. So
exactly.
If God is the all-seeing person, the all-knowing, and everything like that, and He made us in His image, that means could be all-knowing and everything like that. Which now that ties into my second one. So my second one is always learn, because that's what your mind is made for.
Literally.
It's like your brain is literally there to, it's a sponge. It's supposed to soak up knowledge and experience, which
Yeah.
is how your motor skills end up being the way they are,
Right.
because
If you didn't learn, then you wouldn't have developed them.
exactly wouldn't develop them. So the more you do something, the more you learn something, the better you get at it. And then we have the capacity in our brains to learn absolutely all the information on this earth if we wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to. If you put in
So
the
if
effort,
you
you
put in the
really
effort
put in the
to-
effort.
Like exactly. So like, and the reason why I say that's because I actually this topic came about because I had a conversation with this guy named Tannen Andrews. He's the owner of the real estate company that I had you invest in.
Oh, all right. Uh-huh.
So one of the things that he always used to tell me is that people don't read what they have.
Okay.
And what that means is, and they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Okay.
So what ends up happening is you have this contract. He's pretty much teaching contract law, right?
Right, right.
So you have this contract every single time, even your checks, your checks, every single time you sign the back of a check, that's a contract.
Yeah.
When, the dollar bill, that's a contract. When you buy a house, it's a contract. If you don't know what's inside that contract, why are we signing it?
Yeah.
And we just do it all the time. I do it.
Oh,
I've done
yeah.
it
I'm
thousands
guilty.
of times. I'm guilty. And
Yeah.
we never actually read it. We always go off of the other side of the
Right.
the side of the table. Like this person is supposed to be a professional,
Yeah.
so he has my back. But we know that people don't have people's back most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we
yeah.
just take their word for it.
Yeah,
at face
just take our
value
word, yeah. Like
instead
when I was
of-
buying my house, I didn't know what the heck I was signing. But I signed so many papers, but I just
shit ton of
took
papers.
I took my agent's word for it, because I trust him, but at the end of the day, I don't
You
know
don't
what
know
I was
anything.
signing.
You don't know what's going on in those papers,
No,
and it's
uh-uh.
like, why are we could be signing our life away and we don't even know.
Yeah, we don't even know.
We don't even know. We could be signing our house to somebody else and we don't even know. And we're just tenants
Yeah,
for the time being.
exactly. I mean, well,
So-
the likelihood of that happening is very low, but it could be happening.
Yeah, it happens a lot
Yeah,
actually,
to go to
more
your
than you
point.
think, which is the whole point of foreclosure. That's what that is. So so technically, when you buy a house, you don't technically own your house.
Right.
So at any time, if you're not paying that mortgage, and you're not doing things right by it, the person that owns the mortgage of
Yeah.
it and whatever, and also the
Which would be the bank
Yeah, yeah.
or whatever.
and whoever's the trustee of that loan, they can
Okay.
foreclose on your house at any time if you're not doing
Yeah, if
something
you're not
that
up to point,
if
yeah.
you're not up to point. If you're doing anything outside of that contract that you did, of thousands of papers you were signing,
Yeah.
they can foreclose. Or just like HOA laws where
Right.
you can't have your grass that's so tall, they can foreclose on stuff like that. So
That's
it
crazy.
happens a lot more than people think, and we just don't realize that that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So learn every single day. Read things that you don't normally read. Like learn laws. I'm currently trying to learn more laws. That's why I watch a lot of different YouTube channels that go over different laws and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm also learning always financial literacy because that's not taught necessarily. So I learn that on a consistent basis. Actually, that's an everyday thing for me. If I don't learn something new in financial literacy, I feel like I failed that day.
There you go.
And then also just learning something new every day. It's just like one of the things that we have here is called Today I Learned. So
Learn some very interesting things on
every
Today I
si-
Learned.
Man.
Every
man,
week. You
every
guys can
single
count
week.
on it.
You may not use none of the information, but at least you know. But that's my thing. So it's love yourself and always learn every day, and always challenge yourself to learn every day.
100%.
Because those are the things, if you're not doing those things, I don't believe you'll be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And I think if you're not progressing, you're regressing.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't believe in like just staying the same or neutral.
Oh,
And to
gotcha.
me in life, it's
Gotcha.
either you're getting
There's
better
no
or
gray
you're
area.
getting
No,
worse.
You're getting worse or better.
Yeah,
That's it.
you know what I mean? That's
That makes
it.
sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. actually.
That's just my view on life. So.
No, I agree with that actually.
Yeah.
Now that you say that.
So yeah, no, big time. Learning something, well, even if it's something little, if you're trying to work on a goal or whatever it is, as long as you learn something that helped you get closer to that goal, that's it right there. You know what I mean? Always be learning something.
Yeah, exactly. Always learn something, man. Because it's just there's just too much information out there that we don't know that controls our lives. And a lot of the time we get misinformation.
Yeah.
So we never fact check anything that
You
comes.
just take somebody's word for it.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you're a mortgage person or you're a real estate agent, you take them for face value without even researching what you're getting into. And so that's what I would definitely encourage people, whatever you're getting into, read upon that particular industry,
Research on it.
and research on it before you get into it. Just like stocks, like I know you have put stocks or whatever that you potentially buy into. I do as well, but you have to get into it and learn and read why you're into that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's why people make bad moves on it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're not really understanding what's going on.
I know.
So definitely understand what you're getting into at all times. And again, I cannot stress enough, love yourself to death.
Yeah.
Like you gotta love yourself.
Treat
man.
yourself like royalty, man.
Exactly.
And most importantly, your mental and physical health, but
Yes.
take care of your body.
That's loving yourself. when I say that.
Yeah, exactly, right? Take care of your body. You only get one. Doesn't make sense to not treat it well.
Exactly. And exactly. And you always got to try to get better. Like me, I'm a little bit out of shape, but like I said before, I've already been doing the pescatarian thing, getting better and better, losing a little bit of weight, and making changes ever so often to make that next step.
That's
so
it.
you know that's all
what
you
it's
got
all
to do.
about, man. That's
be
what
the
it's
best
all about.
version of yourself.
Be your
And
best.
if you can't love yourself, how is anybody else gonna love you?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's
just what it is.
And that's my number one advice to anybody trying to get into a serious relationship. You're not gonna find somebody that truly loves you for you until you love yourself. I found that out firsthand. I'm so blessed to have the wife that I have. We were together for 10 years before we got married.
Damn.
And I met
My wife
her.
would've killed me.
What was that?
My wife would have killed me.
Oh, if you didn't get married by then. You
Yeah.
see, my wife, she loved me for me. She didn't care if we were married or not. She was like, she knows that she loves me deeply. I loved her, and we were always going to be together. We were always going to be okay whether we were married or not. But but what I'm trying to say is I didn't attract her into my life until I learned to love myself.
There you
So
go.
that's my number one advice. Truly love yourself. Be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself. Then you'll attract the right partner.
I just want to say shout out to my wife and shout out to his wife, man.
Yeah,
Holding us
man.
down.
All
Loving
the
us.
time. That's it. So speaking of learning, guys, we're going to go ahead and hop into one of our favorite segments that we enjoy. And this is Reddit's Today I Learned. We're going to learn you something today, guys. And if you guys find anything interesting, drop it in the comments. Let us know.
Let's go for it.
Go ahead, Joe.
Today I learned Snoop Dogg had a sketch comedy show called Doggy Fizzle Televizzle. I remember that.
Yeah.
In 2002 on MTV, it lasted for 8 episodes. The show was canceled after the rapper asked for $1 million to return for a second season.
That's a bargain now.
Yeah.
I think even then that was a bargain. Snoop only asking for $1 million
Man.
for a second season.
Of something that could have, oh my God, they messed up.
Yeah,
That's why MTV
was
ain't doing that
tripping.
right now.
Yeah, MTV, I don't know who made this decision, but Snoop was actually giving you guys a deal. I mean, look at Snoop now.
Exactly.
If you want Snoop on MTV now, you're looking at
Man.
100 times more than
Yeah,
that.
exactly. 10 million minimum.
Minimum.
That's minimum.
That's insane.
That's for
I'll
him to
always
even look
remember. I'll always. What was that?
That's for him to even look at it.
Right. So I'll always remember on that show. I was little. It's 2002, right? So I was what, 10 years old when I shouldn't have been watching this, but I was.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so funny. He was selling peanuts, and the name of the peanuts was These Nuts.
Oh,
I don't know why I thought that was the funniest thing in the world, but I think that is where it came from. I think Snoop Dogg was the first one to say These Nuts. So yeah, I just want to throw that in there.
That's funny.
All right, today I learned pandalid shrimp are a rare example of hermaphroditic animals. These shrimp are born male only to eventually become female later in life. That's insane.
That's interesting.
I didn't even know that.
They self-reproduce pretty much, I'm guessing.
That's what it sounds like. I didn't know fish were male or female. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just all female, I guess. Right?
Kanye was a gay fish.
What was that? I'm sorry?
Kanye was a gay fish.
Oh, Kanye West was a gay fish. You know, he actually got upset about that in real life.
It was shut up in his barn.
What?
Yeah, it showed up on like
One of his songs, right?
South Park right.
Oh yeah, choke the South Park writer. Yeah, he got upset. Like, dude, it's South Park. Like, they
Man,
make fun of everybody.
You
You're gonna
ain't
be
safe.
mad because they called you a gay fish because you like fish sticks? It ain't my fault you like fish sticks, Kanye West.
Oh,
Why
man.
you get your panties in a bunch about that? I mean, but it's Kanye. It's
You
shit.
should just laugh at it and move on.
Yeah.
Today I learned Jack and Diane was supposed to have been about an interracial couple, but Mellencamp was pressured by the label to change it.
To change ITB. What does ITB mean, and what is Jack and Diane? I'm sorry, this whole thing is over my head. This whole thing is over my head. I don't know.
You ever heard of Jack and Diane song?
Jack and I probably have heard it, but you know, I mean, I don't remember the title. Do you remember the song?
Not
Jack
really.
and
Off
Diane?
the top of my head, I don't.
Yes,
I
I'm
probably
saying.
have heard it several times. but just
Exactly.
Off the top of my head, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
To
Oh, yeah.
change ITB. What does ITB mean? Or
I think it's a typo.
no, just change it and then they just put a B, meant to hit the space.
Yeah,
Meant to
exactly.
hit because the B is right above the space.
bar, yeah.
So that's what it was.
That
So
thumb
they
is
changed it.
somebody got them long thumbs.
Okay, so there it is, Jack and Diane. What's the next one? Today I learned about the well-traveled road effect, a cognitive bias whereby we view frequently traveled routes as taking a shorter time than unfamiliar or less frequently traveled ones. That's interesting. I want to say I am victim of that bias. Even though I consciously tried not to be, but I do feel like whenever I go on a familiar route that it's faster, even though Maps says, no, go through here. I'm like, no, Maps, last time you told me that was faster, it took me much longer. So let me go the way that I know.
It's just because you're familiar with it, so it
Yeah.
doesn't feel as long.
Exactly.
But it is the same or more.
Exact, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably, my route probably takes longer, but I feel more comfortable going down that route. So I mean, as long as I feel good, whatever, you know,
That's
but
all that matters. You'll get there one way or another.
honestly. All right, what's next?
Today I learned
Oh, here we
that
go.
pre-Hispanic Mexicans believed that gold deposits were divine Is that diarrhea?
Diarrhea.
Okay. The the leavings of the sun god Tanatia. How do you say that?
Tanatia?
Tanatia, I guess.
Is it 'cause- well, we have to understand that, you know, these ancient Mexicans didn't speak Spanish, so that's a different language. That's not Spanish.
Oh, okay, because it
get
was
me?
Tanatia.
Yeah, if it was Spanish, it'd be Tonatiuh.
Tanatia.
You know what I mean? So it could be, but yeah, you know, you got to remember it was the Spaniards that brought Spanish
Oh, I
over
know
to
that.
Mexico,
Yeah.
you know, so. We're
They-
going?
They taught the Afro Spanish and the, anyway. Tanatia, as he passed through the underworld each night.
Believe that gold deposits
So-
were divine diarrhea.
So he was shitting. The sun god was going through the underworld each night and shitting on the way there.
He was
and it
shitting on the
happened-
world.
And happened to fall to the world, and that's.
Oh,
where
okay, now
it
it's starting to make sense to me. I was still trying to figure out what the hell it meant. But gold deposits that they found
Yeah.
in the land was diarrhea from the sun god. Why would you think that? It's waste, right? Diarrhea is waste, and gold is valuable. It's not even the same. It's literally the opposite.
I don't.
That's-
Maybe
uh,
they look like big old turds at the time. I don't know.
And that's what I'm saying. They must have had some chunky pieces of gold like this or something.
Hey, that looked like the shit I took last night.
Yeah. Okay, today, is this a new one? All right.
Yeah.
Today I learned that a drop of water spends an average of 9 days in the atmosphere before falling back to Earth. If it should fall in the ocean, it may take it over 3,000 years before evaporating again.
Mm.
That is interesting.
very
So,
interesting.
drop of water, does that mean rain?
I'm guessing.
Does that mean
so.
that rain is in the sky for 9 days before it falls?
Wow.
Or is it in a cloud for 9 days? I have to get some explanation. I'm not a scientist.
I'm gonna have to look this up. It sounds interesting as hell.
No, it does. I wonder what they're trying to say. And then 3,000 years before evaporating. How do you even measure that? Like, bruh, it's a
How would
one
you know?
drop that fell into the ocean that's all over the whole world. Like, how do you
Exactly.
even measure that?
Some dude was just out there for 3,000 years.
3,000 years. Okay, that one drop. Okay, go. Like, what? Like, how do you time that? Like, how? Like, it's the ocean, bruh. Like, let it go. It's
funny.
just the ocean at that
I
point.
don't understand that. All right. And that's it on
There
Today
it
I
is,
Learned.
guys.
There it is.
Hope you guys learned something interesting about gold diarrhea.
Like I said, you learn something new every day. You may not use the shit.
If you really do have gold diarrhea, you should want to get that checked out, though.
Man, and sell it.
I don't know who's gonna. I mean, people got fetishes.
It's gold.
I don't know.
Shit.
People got all
You ain't
kinds
got to
of
tell them
fetishes.
that he shouldn't gold. Anyway.
All right.
So we're gonna go to creative of the week. Okay, so the creative of the week this week is a group that I've been talking about for a minute now, and watching every single one of their freestyles on, and I'll listen to their album. There's 4 brothers. They are.
I haven't listened to the album yet. I should.
The album's amazing.
Oh, it's out?
Amazing. It's out. Yeah, it's been out.
Okay. All right.
It's
Dope.
amazing. Apartment 505. It's a really dope album. They're really dope people. They're called Contra. So they have, if you know who Raz Kaz is, he has kids that are in the group. They're twins. And then he has this dude, there's a guy named Rio Los. He actually is Colombian and African, so he speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
And that's his first language, but English is his second language. And then there's a guy named Eric Jamal. He has this really crazy hair, really, really energetic guy.
He's annoying. I don't like him. I will be honest. I don't like the way he raps. But go on.
I think he's amazing, but that's just me. And everybody has their everybody have their preference. The bars are there for him. For me, for him, he speaks the truth. If you look at what he's saying, it's amazing. Every one of them speak crazy. So this is the scenario freestyle.
Here we go, yo.
Exactly.
Here we go, yo. I still haven't seen this one. I've seen clips here and there on the internet, but this is the first time I'm actually going to sit down and watch this. So
Exactly.
you guys are going to get my honest opinion, but I already know I don't like that wild, loud-sounding guy.
Yeah, so this is Scenario from Tribe Called Quest and Leaders of the New School. Super dope. They kill it. They do the same kind of energy, animated style like Busta Rhymes and all them did. So here we go. Let's run it and see how it is. Let's see if they did the damn thing.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, everybody get low. 4, 5, 6, nigga, here comes the coast. 7, 8, 9, and we back on your mind. When I say 10, that means begin.
Hey, yo, we good? We good. Made it out the hood. Now everybody move to the back of the bus. Cause I'm calling shotgun like Elmer Fudd. So run, Ricky, run if you don't want the slug.
He get no fuck, rash him cut raw like sawdust, raw like condom that bust when hip thrust say, huh, 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 baby, I'm coming.
Bust through the pussy wall like Kool-Aid Man.
The new moon rose high and shined on the coastline. Kings follow like the northern star through the dark skies. Haters gon' say we couldn't do it without a cosign, but my pen moved to rains. This a landslide.
This hip-hop, we came to spit raw. What y'all do is backwards, helping to win the war. Coast gon' give backwards that push forth in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Truthfully, feel like all y'all weak. No style, no technique. You niggas rhyme with 2 left feet. That's why you ain't snapping on the beat. In the words of T3, don't sound too good, it sound tainted to me. Luckily, I got a good idea. You should study what we do and level up. I guarantee you, we the biggest group you ever seen. Think the Elohim seen me. Kick 'em off the stage, crushing niggas' dreams. I ain't mean to be that mean, but shit, nah, I mean, they be kidding. On the mic, Billie Jean. Must think I'm the one. Type of shit, get a nigga pump. Get me move with some caution. They don't want the wrath of Taj Austin. Sometimes trying to be this humble is exhausting. What's a threat to my intellect? That's insulting. I don't fear that. I'm immune to the coffin. Wouldn't even sneeze at it if it smelled funny. Wanna know why I don't rap about money? I was poke on the block like a 40-ounce of liquor. Probably saw me at the bus stop. All I see a nigga. Soon as I got the whip, had to take it abroad. Got the windows tint, 5% nation of guards. About to break that bitch in without breaking the law. Seen that Jakes hit the brakes, nope, that ain't stay far. Told my niggas in the back, keep your eyes to the front. Cause I know damn sure it ain't nothing in my trunk. Plus I feel the same as OJ about the glove department. By the time we looked up, they was gone. Think we good. Made it out the hood. Came up from the dirt, my niggas made it out the mud. All the guys will be still, don't budge. Iron sharp as iron in the cells of my blood. That's ironic. I cut the rug. Turn up the bass, let me teach with the sub. Wanna see my brethren up in heaven up above. So I try to make an effort every day to spread the love. It's
The new moon rose high and shined on the coastline. Kings follow like the northern star through the dark skies. Haters gon' say we couldn't do it without a cosign, but my pen moved to rains. This a landslide. Bend the earth with every verse. I'm the avatar, and since I'm on the coast, I can never get washed up.
So pick the scenario. En cada barrio que corre por mi pena no necesito hacer cardio. Ay, Dios mío, me le río a todos los que piensan que quieren lío. Dile a tu vecina, compararme es un delito. Y quédate tranquilo, traigo el puente como Tito. Y cuando es tu turno, oye pana, yo te aviso. rapero favorito que los dejo 6 pies debajo del piso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cuenta conmigo. Esto es mucho más fácil que mi ABCs. Adentro del espejo a mi Dios lo encontré. Niggas rub me wrong like a genie. I bet you wish you could, but you niggas never be me. We make it look easy, especially on TV. Lyrics jumping out on your screen like 3D. Huh. And I'm back. Niggas see the coast and they don't know how to act. A bunch of rock rats out of left over the map. Fucking this bitch called life, breaking her back like I'm stepping on cracks, doing mamas like that. And I leave your face stuck like a statue. Pray to God that you never see me coming. Think you seen it all, but you ain't seen nothing.
Tell them to give up the goods.
What?
Here's the scenario. The people say, thank God, Coast Contra's a miracle. Hip hop did not die. Where did the lyrics go? The music that they drop now, that's just hysterical.
What?
I'm just saying the shit they play is a merry-go-round. The same sound they pounding through our stereos. Fucking with frequency, frequently rapping about material things that's so vain that bring shame to spiritual. Don't want none of that in my area. Milking the game, keeping my circle smaller than Cheerios. They inferior, we are superior, moving imperial. Big dog, you not of our cloth, different interior. Paint me next, right next to Mona Lisa. She know my eyes, browsing on her features. What's your frame? I mean, ain't nice to meet ya. She's so cheesy, think she want a piece of me. But got time for no drama, no time for the opera. Better watch how you talk to a llama. I put my time in so I can be timeless. Whether records or necklace, it was never about diamonds. If time fly well, God is my pilot. I pray when in private, closing my eyelids so I can see more when I'm in silence. Pineal gland, my food for thought. I hope you can digest. This isn't candy, please chew before swallow. Here's the motto: this hip hop, come here if you spit raw. There's love on the side, no need to promote war. Coast gon' get back words that push forth to the culture. Scope us for is my Rushmore. I was minding my business from a distance. I hear, ain't that him? Of course I'm him. You know, the usual suspect. Picture that. Keep the mug shot. Yeah, I'm him. You know, the usual suspect. Stop, drop, roll, ho. We on fire. Bring out those. Oh shit. Oh shit. Same old shit. Ho shit. Some old shit. But he get no fuck rats and cut raw like sawdust. Raw like condom that bust when hip thrust say, baby, I'm the man. Live from the underground hip hop dungeon. The rule is back. Rule number 1. Crack niggas cap like graduates. This new school shit. Young I move like an old school alumni. Fuck these crews. I'm on the coast by the sun dry. Too much fentanyl. Y'all only dope sometimes ain't worth the risk. Not even just one line. Might die from boredom. Check the postmortem. Made in God's image, but he won't postmortem. Y'all not competition. You're like Scottie Pippen. Pass the mic. Stop tripping. Wishing a nigga would for my profession. As a lumberjack, I ask, that's no question. I'm blessed to eat with the gang, with the brethren. Y'all came in second. Us, we just came for the seconds. Y'all top 5 taste. Yum, finger licking on thumb. She get greasy. Thumbing through this chicken, huh? Did I tell you? Like mama with the whipping, I go crazy. But son, you niggas much different. Got full custody. Y'all stuck with me. You ain't gotta fuck with me. Just don't fuck with me. Coach got trust in me. They get buck with me. If you got love for me, that's enough. I feel complete. Man, no mankind that could compete. Letting it land mines right at my damn feet. Then I blew up. Who wanna walk a mile in my sneaks? Go boom. God got you, your soul rest in peace. Pieces. No, it's not a thesis. How you teeth it. Really did blow up. Niggas ain't believe it till they seen it came across. They screams like great dick. They coast about to go up. They caught me the recent night jaw. Night jaw. Night jaw. Night jaw. Cop your merch. It's on site, y'all. On site, y'all. Coast on the scene, but before this was a dream, we had Q-tip on our earwax and fight dog. Perfect scenario.
So
Yes,
that
sir.
was Coast Contra right there, the scenario freestyle. Obviously, I think they did the damn thing. I've listened to this probably 45 times.
That many times?
Yeah, like not even no joke. At least 45 times I've listened to this because
Okay.
every single time I listen to it,
Catch
I
something new.
catch something new that like blows my mind. That the triple entendres that they do, you probably didn't even catch them right now
Oh,
because
okay.
it's your first time.
Yeah,
listening
exactly.
to it.
Yeah.
But if you really pay attention and you know what they're talking about,
I caught a lot of double entendres, but not the
yeah.
triples.
Oh my, crazy. And of course, my favorite line is from Raz Austin. He's the twin that's on the farther. He's the one that went last.
Okay.
And he goes, too much fentanyl, you only dope sometimes, ain't worth the risk, not even just one line. And, that's a double right there.
Yeah.
Fentanyl is, dope and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
well they cut the dope with the fentanyl. That's why I'm saying
Exactly.
it's only dope sometimes. You know?
And then it's not worth the risk, not even just one line, because one
fentanyl
line
can kill you.
One line from me, one bar from me
Yeah.
could take you out. It's pretty much
Just
what it
like
is.
fentanyl
Can take you out.
with the one line.
That double
Yeah, I
right
caught that
there,
one.
it was
Yeah.
crazy. I love Rio doing everything, most of it in Spanish.
Yeah, he was.
He said I was doing it easy as my ABCs. I heard that
Yeah,
line
he
in
was
Spanish.
spitting. Like I always love hearing like somebody with a flow delivery like that in Spanish with like Americanized beats. Like to me, it sounds amazing. That's why
So you
he's my
like,
favorite artist.
See, that makes sense. So you probably also like Snow the Product too.
Yeah, she's dope.
She's crazy dope. And see, I like it too, even though I can't understand everything. I am still learning Spanish, so I understood some of it. But I know he's going in. I know that
Yeah.
he's going in. But since I understand English more, the twins, they have way more depth in their bars.
Yeah,
And
for
they're
sure.
really spiritual. So like you're spiritual. So if you really listen to their spirituality, they go
Dope.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to listen to that album. I didn't know that they had an album out.
Oh yeah, the album's crazy.
For sure.
So yeah, that's them. Coast Contra Scenario. Go check them out. They one of my favorite groups right now. I think they did the damn thing.
Yep, they did the damn
They
thing.
did the damn thing. Even Jesse thinks they did the damn thing.
You didn't even ask Jesse. Damn it, you can't speak for Jesse.
There
They
you go.
did the damn thing for
There you go.
Jesse
Jesse
himself.
said
Well,
it.
there it
He
is,
said-
guys. What do you guys think? Drop your comments below. Let us know if they did the damn thing. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Yes,
let
sir.
let your people know, man. Just do the damn thing. Open mind group doing
we
this
are.
every Sunday, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and tap out for this week, but we'll be back next week, and we'll see you guys then. We're out.
Deuces.
Peace.
OMG. Well, we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives, and we don't stop. Open mind group so you know we won't flop.